So this is an advanced spreadsheet software. You all get it for free when you become a student. And this is where we start compiling your information. And this is actually not the Getting Started spreadsheet, so I don't want you guys to look at this and get overwhelmed. I actually assist you in doing this. The Getting Started document's much simpler, but this person is someone I've been coaching. And they have $6,200 a month in income. You can see their debt payments are really high. They have $2,900 in debt payments and $2,923 in living expenses. Living expenses are not debt payments. It's like your food, gas, clothes, and all that. Now, you can also see that their cash flow is low. They only have positive cash flow of a few $100s a month. They're really tight. And, you know, I have 6 kids, 4 still at home. I know that in the first week of the month, something always happens where if I was only $300 positive cash flow, it'd be gone like the first of every month the second I wake up. So that's a really tight budget, and it's not a very safe place to be. So what we're going to do is look at this person's debt, and we have a debt page here. This person has a $325,000 mortgage. They owe, the value's $300, so they're upside down. Their payment's $1,870 a month, and you can see how much interest they pay versus principal, right? Now, you also see that there's some consumer debt down here. In this first example, we're going to assume they have no consumer debt. So I'm going to put this number over here so I remember later. 847, 842, and this one, 191. So this person we'll assume that they only have a mortgage. They don't have any credit cards. They don't have any auto loans. They have just this mortgage here. So we're going to look at the amortization of this mortgage first, and that's what this is. So we have a $325,000 mortgage. We have a 5.625 interest rate. We have a 30-year fixed, and they closed on this loan January 1st, 2006, right? So none of you closed on your loan yesterday. You've had it for a number of months or years. The payment's $1,870. Now notice down here, this purple area is actually the amortization of every single month, right? You have your first month, January 1st, 2006, beginning balance, your scheduled payment, right? Payment stays the same here, right? It's 30-year fixed. The amount of principal paid, $347.45, and interest. So you can see here that there's an awful lot of interest in this mortgage, and this is just like any other mortgage. 30-year fixed mortgage. The first 7 years is almost all interest. The last 7 years is almost all principal, and the middle sucks too, right? Really, most people pay off most of their mortgage in the last 7 years. In the beginning, it's just almost going nowhere. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open a line of credit on this person, and I have the line of credit down here simulated. Typically, if you have only a mortgage, you know, you can get a line of credit between $15,000 and $50,000 personal line of credit, depending on what your income. In this particular case, I think I'm just going to use $25,000. Okay. The interest rate I'm not too concerned about, even though it's 7%. I'll tell you why later. You'll see why we're not too concerned. Not 250. And what we're going to do, just like that text example said, is we're going to open up this line of credit, and we're going to immediately write a check. We're going to pay a lump sum payment of $25,000, right? Pay towards your mortgage, 25 grand, right? So you have an expense of 25 grand, and you owe your new balance when you start $25,000. Now, let's go to the amortization structure, and we're going to go to the month that we're in. So they closed on January 1st, 2006. We're going to go all the way to today, this month, which is May 2012, right here. And what I want you to look at here is the amount of principal they're paying. The payment today is $495. The amount of interest is $1,375, right? Now, we're going to put in that we're making a lump sum payment of $25,000. Now, I want you to pay attention. We want to kind of remember this number. We'll be able to see the number above it, so we'll remember what this is. We're also going to be able to see when I tab out the number of payments saved, the number of years saved, the total interest saved, and the dollar amounts of payments saved. So let's watch what happens. We write a $25,000 check, right? And bam. We save 45 months off our mortgage by making that lump sum payment of 25 grand 3.75 years saved, saving $59,189.75 in interest. So what happens is you've accelerated your mortgage by 45 months. Now, let's go back to the line of credit and see what happens inside the line of credit to that 25 grand.